All right, guys, welcome back to the Dominion Domination game here. And there's going to be two more videos after this. And honestly, maybe just one more. Yeah, just one more. So, what I'm going to do is I have started most of these games with a global uh, outlook here. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to take excerpts from each of the videos individually and allow you to see in real time how the expansion happened, the challenges I faced along the way, and then how eventually the decisions were made that led to this final uh, outcome here. So, what's happening here is I do have 4 oil fields. I've had them for a while now. There's only 1 day and 15 hours left. And it does not look like this territory is going to be attacking me, but I'll just quickly just show you what I've done to sort of try to prevent anyone from taking over any of my 4 oil fields. So first of all, I'm keeping these railguns here, these 5 railguns that I've had sort of on patrol back here. They're just sort of keeping this whole region green, right? And you can see my enemies pushing out and taking stuff, but I'm not really worried about that much. At this point, I've gone to that sort of central alarm, keep your oil field safe kind of mode. And what I have here is about close to 60 bombers here. And so they're finishing up these, and I'm moving forces out to capture these two. I've already got the central oil field. That's why the clock has started. And what I'm going to do is eventually I need to go ahead and build an airfield right here, right now. And eventually I'll park my bombers here and probably put them in patrol in the air so they don't get caught on the ground and just wait it out. I don't have a lot of stuff here. That's usually the way it works, is the last oil field that you attack is going to have the least amount of stuff available to protect it, just because a lot of your more mature oil fields here, like for instance, look at this guy. There's some stuff here. 856 infantry, 54 cannon, 10 railguns, and various tanks, 5 heavy, 6 regular tanks. And I can go ahead, I think before I leave this game, after I cast it, I'll go ahead and build stuff all around the ring here. Probably more tanks. I could use more tanks in that stack. Same thing over here. There's not a lot here, you'll notice. Just 240 infantry and then some guys developing on the rings. You can see going ahead and building artillery again in the outer rings here. Again, I'll do that off screen. I've got plenty of money here, 2.5 million, so I can buy more oil, which is the one thing I'm sort of deficient in. Oh, and I got plenty of steel. So I'll buy a lot of oil and come back and restock everything. But it really doesn't matter, because what's happened over here is I have this entire quadrant over here is held at bay from attacking into here. So this oil field is my vulnerable oil field, but I've got all these stacks over here. So this is what's defending this border. Look at this. I've got 7 cannon and about 70 or 80 over here. Down here, I've got another, 2 railguns and a bunch of more stuff. And just each of these territories is built up and defended with infantry and cannon all the way across here. So if, for instance, Union of South Africa goes ahead and declares war on me and attacks, they're going to have to get through a lot of stuff and across a waterway to get to this sort of vulnerable oil field. I've left it vulnerable on purpose. I've sent a lot of the material from here down to capture this 4th oil field. So the other oil fields that are on the border here, that are sort of on the frontier, are much better protected. So you can see right here, almost 1,500 infantry, 80 cannon, and 4 railguns with 20 tanks, 9 heavy tanks, and various other support. Again, I've got stuff developing on the outer ring that I will chase into the middle. At this point in the game, all you care about are the oil fields. I don't care if you take anything else. Take anything. I don't care. I got to keep those 4 oil fields. Finally, we do have the mega oil field here, which does have a bunch of fighters. I love the flower defense with fighters when you patrol them. The idea being that all of these fighters, if I move them around, you can see that circle. All of them are patrolling sort of more or less the same region here. And so if anybody dares to come into this region, they will all individually attack. And it's pretty devastating. It's a pretty strong defensive posture to have. So that's it, guys. So the next video I post will be a victory screen, followed by what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the first video and play like a couple seconds and talk about it, and then pause the video, go to the second one, the second video in the series, and play a couple seconds of it, talk about it, pause it. And so what we're going to do is go through this entire stack from beginning to end in one single video and have that sort of like artificial speed up real-time growth thing that you don't get in this game. You really don't get to see, you know, I think of it like this. Like, I love TikTok. One of the things I love about TikTok is you can watch these people like building a workbench or a table, or, you know, a lot of the people make stuff out of resin. There's really cool stuff they make out of resin, like shark swimming or something. And, but you see it all within like 2 minutes because everything's sped up, you know, and everything's edited and put together. So that's what my goal is for this, to be sort of the TLDR version of this playlist. Is if you just want to see everything in one video, that's what's coming next. So make sure and tune in for the next video here. We will have Mesopotamia from start to finish, all within one video, sped up. So enjoy. I'm glad you're here, guys, and I'll see you in that last video. Adios, amigos.